Good morning, welcome to Vere Dental. My name is Amandine. I am the principal dentist at Vere Dental. We've been open for 4 weeks. We currently have 2 surgeries running and we're planning to open 3 more next year. Come on in and I'll show you around. Welcome to my amazing Stoneweber surgery. I've worked for 2 brilliant practices in the UK and I really wanted to achieve this close to home. I live in London, central London. I've always travelled to work, and my partner and I decided that it would be more time efficient to maybe build something that was similar to the practices I loved working for, rather than struggling to find a practice that I could completely get behind. And it's a nice venture as well. Both my partner and I, we saved up for it for many, many years. So we thought, why not take the jump and do the investment. I'm not sure where to start. Probably COVID was a massive challenge because the government was running late, construction companies couldn't get stock in, a little bit of Brexit goes there as well. So the delays were a big struggle. So we started this 2.5 years ago. I think I met Pete 2.5 years ago now. And it took 2.5 years to build a place that only took 6 months to physically build. So I think the delays were a struggle for me. But every day's a new day. You wake up and you just deal with it. And yeah, I learned a lot, to be fair. So. I think, Pete, you know best that I doubted quite a few times. I called you crying a few times as well. But at the end of the day, like I said, you wake up, it's a new day, you feel refreshed to start a new day, and you get a new perspective as well on how to deal with those issues, because when you have no background in how to deal with these issues, whether it's construction or finance, you just ask people for advice. And I'm so lucky to have this amazing team behind me that wants to give me advice. So yes, I've several times I was like, I'm giving up, closing the books, and I'm going home. But no, I'm so happy I didn't, and I'm really happy and lucky that people kept on motivating me as well to continue. Yeah. We didn't look at other squat sites, no. We went to King's Cross because King's Cross is massively developing as well. There's a few areas in Battersea that are developing as well. Chelsea's getting a bit more popular now as well. But because it's 10 minutes from home and we had a deal with our landlord very, very quickly, we just decided, we did walk around and we did contact other agents, but we only saw this place. We did see other established dental practices, but we didn't see any other squat places. So this was a concrete room. There was nothing here. But other than that, no, we only saw this place. Listen to your consultants. So pick the right consultants that work for you, even if they're not the flashiest or the just you need someone that you can relate to and that you can talk to every single day, because it's a long process and you will butt heads for sure. So having great consultants behind you that you can always ask questions to and you trust their opinion is so crucial, because if you don't trust something that someone is saying, then that's, for any relationship, it's just not going to work. So I would say surround yourself with great people and just trust them and trust the process as well. Well, I didn't. I'm not going to lie. It's my first project. I think if I do another project like this, it's going to be a lot easier for me to balance everything, because I have everything in paper. I started this project with an empty laptop. I bought a new laptop and there was nothing on there. And now my laptop is completely full. So I think if I do another project, I will be able to balance it a lot better. I think it was a good learning school for me as well. So I'm happy I didn't manage to balance life because I just wanted this to work. And I think for everybody starting their own companies, the first company, the first step, the first few years will be a struggle, and there won't be any life balance, I think. I planned to do it. I felt like I knew nothing about construction. Well, a little bit. My dad has a construction background a little bit, and he taught us really well. But it's not just 2 years of hard work now. It's been 10 years of hard work. Even since I started doing student jobs, I had to save up, because you can't stop earning money if you don't have a little pot of safety money as well. I would have not been able to do this if I didn't have the safety money and if my partner didn't have the safety money. And you can't rely on banks for a spot practice either. So your first company, banks are very reluctant to give you money. So you have to work hard for quite a few years to be able to carry this financially. And I was able to do so because both my partner and I, we've been together a long time, and we've worked so hard, and we built up this safety pot to be able to do this. And for me to be able to say, look, I'm going to stop now and focus on preparing for my CQC interview, focus on preparing my HR, because I'm an employer now as well. And so I think, working hard is important, and making the right decisions are important. But I've made probably the 70% of the decisions I've made were wrong decisions, so it's also a learning curve. No social life, but again, it's a learning curve. So now that this place is settled, I'm working more in an area that I'm used to. Like, I'm doing a lot more dentistry now, so it's a lot easier to build in my routine again. But yeah, social. I've given up on social life a lot. But again, like, when you aren't working, you don't have a salary, you can't expect to be going out every weekend. And having your first company, you are working maybe not 24/7, but like 19 hours a day, 7 days a week. But it's been worth it. And personally, surrounded myself with some consultants, so I would always have good night's sleeps. So that's the thing I did prioritize with work-life balance, is I would always have my sleep, and that was a bit non-negotiable. So if I had to wake up at 5 in the morning to be here, then I would go to bed at 10 in the evening, and I would really balance it like that. But otherwise, no work-life balance. The dental suppliers are great. I haven't met any dental suppliers that I thought, oh, I need to be careful with this person. So I've been really happily surprised with this, because you sometimes hear principals complain, oh, this hasn't arrived yet, or this hasn't arrived yet. And I think it was probably more a management thing within the practice of stock ordering and keeping up stock with, because all the suppliers I've worked with in the past 2 months, they've been so quick in responding, so quick in supplying the things I've needed. Like, for example, next week I have this massive treatment and I need specialized equipment that we didn't have yet. They were able to provide it this week, and it's just been brilliant, to be fair. I'm happily surprised. That's an easy aspect of the job, yeah. And it's exciting as well. When I get to buy all my stuff, or when I bought my scanner, I was like, ooh. Or when if I get to buy paper towels or gloves, I can choose my own colored gloves and they can be pink. It just makes me so happy. What I really noticed with RPA Dental is that the values of the company are almost ingrained in every single person working for RPA Dental. Everybody's passionate about doing their job well, and I think I relate to that because I'm so passionate about my job. And I think being able to call RPA Dental and say, like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm having this issue or this issue, and everybody's always like, oh, so sorry, this shouldn't happen, let's fix it now. Or even passing by, like Clint came by last week, he was in the area. He said, I'm in the area. He was 45 minutes away. Clint, this is not the area, but he just passed by, checked my machine as well, and made sure everything worked well. So
everything is going well and oiling well. It's not just the purchase service, but it's the post-purchase service that has been going really well as well. Do at least 6 months of research before you do anything. Whether it's research in, if you are going to start a squat practice, it's so important to know, okay, I have to have a hand wash basin and it can't have an overflow. So all these little things are so important. How does CQC work? How does HR work? Who do I want to help with HR? How do I build a practice? Because nowadays as well, if you are going to build a practice from squat, you want to be at best practice. You really want to do it properly. You don't want to be dabbling about, and so do your research and contact people. So that's how I started. I contacted Julie, and then it was a snowball effect, and she got you on board, and just do your research first, see what you want. And I started writing down the values of the company I wanted. I really wanted this type of dental practice. I wanted this for my staff. I want this for my patients. I want this for myself. I want this for other clinicians that will work here. What kind of place do I want to build? Do I want to build a 2 surgery, or do I want to have 5 surgeries? It's a massive difference. And really knowing what you want up front is so important, because once you know what you want, you know what you're looking for, you know how much money you need, you know what people you'll need on board. So I think doing a good research for 6 to 9 months before stepping into even calling people. It's just very exciting also. I think you have to be a special breed to be a dentist, and when it all comes together and you can build a place that I choose everything myself, and I can get my patients in and make sure that they get the most comprehensive care they can get. It's just also exciting. Yeah, and it's exciting to be able to do this with people that you've chosen to work with, and I've met so many amazing people on this project. I can't believe how many, I've made so many friends like you, Kimya, Jen as well, like Tom, all these amazing people, and we can all sit in one room and we'll just have a laugh all afternoon and all evening, and that's just really nice and exciting and positive. Yeah.